Yeah, hello guys. This is Osman. I just want to say, how is everybody doing? All the subscribers and some of the folks who just come to the channel to get information about land paperwork in the Gambia. Either one, you know what I mean. We are glad to give the information, the best that we know. And you know what I mean. Just like I said, for me, when I don't know things, you know what I mean? I'm a student and will probably be a student until the day that I die. So when I don't know things, I'm a curious person. I just keep digging and digging. So to be honest with you guys, since I started this land business and paperwork and all of this stuff, I have learned a whole lot myself, to be honest. You know what I mean? I own a land in the Gambia and did that paperwork many, many years ago and have no clue. People did it for me and they just told me this is what you need, this is what you need, and they just put it together and give it to me. So, but this time as we move along, I'm learning a whole lot. So, just want to announce this good news. So I got this paper yesterday. They sent it, email it to me yesterday. The team did a good job in the Gambia, and I want to say kudos to them. So yesterday I walked, get off at 7 before I get here, usually about 8 o'clock or so. I was gonna do it, but I was so tired yesterday. You know what I mean? I have to be honest. I was so tired when I came home and showered, and I just decided, nah, this is not gonna happen. So today too, I was gonna put it off until Saturday. I'm off Saturday, but sometimes they call us for overtime, and I'm the one person who hardly says no to overtime. So I'm crossing my fingers and saying there's nothing that's gonna get me there on Saturday, so that I know folks have been waiting. You know what I mean, and I promised them many times that I will let them know how much the cost of the rest of the paperwork is going to be. But also, I knew that we are very close to getting this fencing permit. So I just want to finish it and just put it as an option there. Tell people, hey, this extra, you get your fencing permit. And I think that could be a good thing because it's not an easy thing to get as well. You know what I mean? It's definitely of a less of a running around than the others, but still, you have to know the right places and you have to know the right folks to talk to get it as soon as quickly as possible. So that's why. So, but everything we do in this channel, on this channel, we back it with evidence. So, I have mentioned to people that, you know what I mean, in the Gambia, you cannot get this permit if you don't have your occupancy. So many people are selling land in the Gambia, telling people that this is your this is all the paperwork you get. So many people today, even I watch some YouTubers, and you know what I mean, they are talking about you buy land, you get all your papers, the lawyer signs, you know what I mean, the government offices are involved, and I'm like, I don't have no clue what they are talking about. Man, we get so many government offices, even in when it comes to land, so many different areas of the government come into play. You when you know something, you know it. If you don't, you don't. To me, that's the school that I belong to. That's why when I talk to folks, I always say, you tell me something, I say, what's the evidence? I see somebody comment on the channel, if it's far away. We put a video together for a land, it's far away. What's far away? You have to tell me what's far away. What is it far away from? You cannot just comment stuff and not back it with evidence. For us, everything we do here is gonna be evidence based. We're gonna tell you this is what we do, this is what we do, and it's evidence based. So we told people that you cannot get your permits without occupancy. And if you read this language, I'm not gonna read it all the way, but if you read this thing, you will see in this document that it's telling you that it's for a residency. You know what I mean? When you look at your physical plan and transfer, there's nowhere it's going to say residency. When you look at your Alcalo transfer, it's not going to say anywhere that it's a residency. The only thing that's going to show if it is a residency or if it is a business or if it is an agricultural property, it's going to be your occupancy. So when you read this, I'm not going to read word for word. I know I read somewhere and I saw residency, so it's going to show it somewhere. And the only way you're going to have that on your paperwork, you see, for the purpose of residential. So this permit is issued for the purpose of residential. And I mentioned it before, building permits, I don't know about building permit, let me take that back, but fencing permit is valid for 2 years. I know that because we've got this for our farmlands in Sanya. So you see, they give you this permit for 2 years, and if you don't finish this, or you at least you don't start it within this 2 year period, you have to come and apply again and get it again. But you see, it's for residential. So to me, this proves my point, hopefully. So that's why people need to be careful. And when you look at this, that's why the two folks that decided to get their paperwork from us, we gave them their paperwork, and those people can come back and testify here. And everything we do here is evidence based. So that's why when they give you, some people will even sell land to some people and say, oh, this is just one sketch plan, and they give you one sketch plan. You should have a stack of sketch plans, because those sketch plans, you're going to have so many things done to them as you move along with your paperwork. So you see one of the sketch plans, you give it to them. When they endorse it, you see endorsement and they stamp. And I think somewhere they mentioned here that, you know what I mean, this permit is not to be taken as to mean that you own the land, which is true. This is just a permit for you to fence. So this is not a permit to say that, hey, you own this land. It hasn't, you know what I mean? I'm not going to read this. You see, if I can read, maybe it's here. Oh no, that's just to say that the permit is valid for 2 years. Okay, you say this the issue of this permit confers no right or title to the above mentioned premises, lands, or buildings. This doesn't mean you own the land. You know what I mean? It's just saying that, you know what I mean, you have shown them an occupancy, and that occupancy says that this place can be used as a residence, and so they are satisfied, they are giving you a permit to fence it. Okay, so everything we say here and do, we research it and see the connections, and we say it based on evidence. Okay, so when you look at this permit here, and you look at this sketch plan, you can see that we have done a lot of homework, and now I'm hoping that we connect all the dots. And now, if we want, we can go and apply for a building permit. We can go. I don't even know how much that's going to cost. And I'm hoping it's the same offices so that we don't have to go start all over again. But, this is a quick video just to show that, you know what I mean. This is what we do here. You know what I mean. This business, since I started it, we base things on facts. We base things on evidence. We say this is what you do and this is how you do it. If we don't know how you do it, we say we don't know it. Wait, let's go try. And that's what we say to our folks. We say, hey, you know what? Let's try it first and see how long it's going to take us, what we need to do, and put everything together. Then we'll come to you and tell you we are all set. So now this is another hurdle. So we'll leave it at that. So just like I said, I'm off Saturday. I know I've been promising people, but you guys have to give me a pass. I'm working hard, man. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? I just did a 12-hour shift, and I'm right here. Come home. First thing I'm thinking about is do this video and post it. So we are putting in a lot of hours. So people might say, hey, wait a minute, hire people. We'll get there. One day, hopefully, the business will grow, and we'll put it together, and we'll be able to, bring more people on board, and therefore will be able to walk at people's pace, if that makes sense. Hopefully pretty soon. So this video was meant to be just a quick short video, so I'll stop it at here. You can see, so we are ready for fencing permit, so people can say what's next. Sorry, we are ready with the fencing permit. People might ask what's next here for you. I will say next is going to be, we have already contracted a borehole company. We have contracted folks that are going to put together a fence. So next is that. When is that going to be? I don't know. No promises, no guarantees, but we are ready to tackle that as soon as possible. We'll fence that 2 plots that we have applied the fencing permit for. They are 222 by 20s. After we fence it, we'll go ahead and we'll first put a borehole, put the blocks, fence it, and then we'll know the cost of all of that. Then we'll do a septic tank. Then we'll build a boys' quarters. And then we'll tell people, no pressures here whatsoever, and we are not telling anybody to come to us for us to do it for you. But once we do it, we'll tell people what we have done, and we'll tell you the benefit of picking us to do this for you. And it's up to you. No pressures here. We don't even pressure anybody to bring their paperwork. They can go to another company. Once we give you your Alcalo transfer and your physical planning transfer. That's what we guaranteed on the contract. You can go to somebody else to finish the paperwork. No big deal for us there. The same thing with the fencing. We are not telling anybody to come to us, but you know what I mean. With some minimal fee, we can do all of this thing for you based on buying all the materials. After the cost of the materials, we can do this for you and tell you exactly how much percentage is our markup, and that percentage is going to be fair, hopefully, to you. And you know what I mean, definitely we'll share something that's fair to us, and then we'll put that markup, and we'll give you the stress of having to even buy a ticket if you live in the US to go to Gambia and sit there for months and months and supervising that. It will take the stress of having to deal with a contractor. And everybody who watches YouTube, you know that, you know what I mean, it's a tough business in the Gambia dealing with contractors there. So we will take all of that out of you, and we'll definitely guarantee the job, because we are not going to bring any company that's not willing to do the job right. So at that, I will leave it there. It's 11 minutes. We'll stop here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.